Hello guys, and welcome to my exam season morning routine. Exam season seems to come around so quickly every year, but here goes. This is my morning routine for my exam season of my final year at university. I set my alarms for 6 and yes, I push through and get out of bed at 6 a.m. I will run to the toilet and do my business, and then I will come back and make my bed. Even though some may say you should air it, I do like to make it, and this is my favourite bedding ever. I'll then go to the bathroom and get dressed straight away, so put on my deodorant and my Nana sweatshirt because what else am I wearing, and these fancy socks today with cute bananas on. I'll turn my lights on and drink a load of water. This never changes. I usually drink 2 whole mason jars of water. It's okay to drink tap water from the UK, but sometimes it is a bit cloudy, but it does settle, so it's all fine. I'll then do my teeth, so I take my retainers out, which I do store in a jam jar. I'm just reusing it. I'll do my hair, but that usually means just taking it out from the bun that I slept in and putting it back up in a bun. And then, guess what? It's 6:30 and I'm gonna start working. I am most productive in the morning first thing, so I will get scrap pieces of paper and either plan an essay, recite something from memory, or write an essay. Today I was just gonna do a plan, but it turned out into a whole essay which I wrote on scrap paper. I decided that I would write the essay on something that I had been learning and revising the previous day. I knew what the exam question was because I had seen it before, so I just wrote the keywords in the centre and was planning on just making a plan, as I said, but it turned out to be a full essay which I wrote in about an hour. At this time, I'm usually starting to get a bit hungry, so I will just put the essay in the pile of my plans and my other essays that I have written, open my curtains to get some, natural light in so I can turn my actual room lights off, and then just quickly push through the hunger signals and just write my to-do list, check my diary, but it's usually pretty empty in exam term, and then just get everything out that I want to do after I have eaten my breakfast. So I will get my folder that I'm going to be working on today. I sometimes will make a list of the things that I would still like to prioritize and go through first before I do anything else. So these are usually the gaps in my revision, stuff that I haven't got notes on or stuff that I don't feel very confident about. So I will just make a list of that, and that helps me to structure my day. I quickly go to the kitchen to grab everything that has been drying from the previous evening, put it in my cupboard and take the rest of it back to my room. And the best part of the morning, yes, is making my breakfast. So you guys know, if you have seen a lot of my videos, I tend to start my day with a smoothie. I add bananas, some frozen mango and pineapple spinach, then almond milk and flaxseed. I'm also using and loving this Perform protein powder at the moment, which you can get discount off in the description box below. It makes me feel good starting my day with a green smoothie. It's my favorite. It's obviously really dense and got a lot of nutrient-rich foods in to start my day and give me lots of energy. I usually put about half a scoop of the protein powder in. I don't add it every day, but every few days I would say. I pour it into my mason jar and I'll then either use a metal straw, but today I was using my bamboo one. I'll normally have a piece of fruit on the side as well, so today I had an orange for some vitamin C, and I do then take some supplements, so vitamin B12, vitamin D3, which is a vegan vitamin D3, as well as quercetin, which has vitamin C in it. That's for my hay fever and to just keep my symptoms at bay, especially in the summer and exam term. I don't really want to have puffy eyes, it's a pain, but this natural remedy actually really helps, and I get it from Holland & Barrett. When I am drinking my smoothie, I will then crack on with some other work. If you have seen some of my other morning routines, I just kind of want to mention this. I usually do yoga in the morning, however, exam season, I kind of have to compromise a bit, and I usually do yoga when I'm working out or doing my exercise for the day. As I said at the start of the video, I like to take advantage of the fact that I feel most productive in the morning and I feel as if my brain is most active. So, I will revise and try and learn as much as possible. So that involves scribbling things down on pieces of paper normally and making flashcards. I have an Apple Watch which I will tend to put on midway through the morning. I sometimes use it to help me put on a timer, for example, if I'm revising or working or trying to learn something in a set amount of time. Later on in the morning, I will start to use my computer, so I don't like to go on it first thing because I just feel that otherwise it gives me a bit of a headache. When I am on my computer, I will be doing a bit of research. I've had to do quite a lot of extra reading this term, so if I feel as if there are a few gaps in my knowledge, I am trying to do some research. I also do my emails as well at some point in the morning, so this is usually at around 11. I will do my emails and then take a break to get a snack and make myself a drink. So today I got myself an apple, and if you've seen my recent videos, I am storing some of my food in these reusable bags so you don't have to use plastic, and they are from Coconut Bowls, one of my favourite companies ever. I then use some lemon that I have stored to make a hot lemon. I also added some rice puffs into my coconut bowl with some almond milk to make like a cereal kind of bowl. I don't know what you'd call it. I also added some shredded coconut. For me, I take this as a second mini breakfast. This is my epic socks and flip-flops look. I will go to the kitchen and boil the kettle so that I can make myself my hot lemon, as I said, and take it back to my room. So my brain has worked pretty intensely first thing in the morning, so in the kind of second half I will just be, as I said, on my computer and making some notes or writing notes by hand, which is what I am doing now. And yes, of course, I am using plain paper. I don't use anything other than plain paper when I am making my notes. On this day the weather was so bad. Whoa, we've got a downpour. I managed to finish those notes quite quickly so that I could tick a few things off my to-do list. So this was the list of the topics that I wanted to go over. Obviously the work that I am doing every morning will differ, but it's usually work in some shape or form. I will then go on my phone for the first time late morning, so I will just check some Instagram, reply to any messages or reply to any texts or Facebook messages, you know, do all this stuff on the socials. And I will tend to open my window. It was raining, but today the weather was so strange. It was really sunny at one point and it got quite warm. I will then go to the kitchen and do the washing up from the morning, which I like to try and get done and not leave it if possible, especially if I've used a straw. And then the last thing that I did this morning is go over some of my sticky notes on my wall, which I've been making, as you guys might have seen in some of my vlogs. I hope you enjoyed this morning routine, guys. Yes, it's pretty intense, but you feel quite productive at the end of it, and hopefully it's gonna pay off in the end. Bye, guys.